End cap again for the fine to the, since this is the small, I got to load it first. Since this is the smallest 2mm long fiber, put a bunch in there. I just, if I need to, I just rake it back up. And one deer kit should do at least maybe 2 average size sets of deer horns, depending on how big a deer you kill. So, last layer, coat it on, shake it a little bit, and so it's gonna take, it takes some getting used to. Like this is, like I've used one before at taxidermy shows, but the guys at Scenes in Nature had it all set up, and really all I had to do was just shake it on. This is the first time I've ever actually set it up myself. You know, this is a relatively inexpensive kit that you can buy. You know, if you don't want to, I'm not sure what your local taxidermist would charge you to do something like this, but it's relatively inexpensive. As long as you have a little bit of craftiness in you to try to do this yourself at home. Like I said, my wife could do it. She doesn't watch my videos, so it's okay. And that's about it for this side. A couple more little bare spots. And what I'll do is after this dries, which I'm gonna wait till tomorrow to let that fiber tack dry, I'll so after this dries, I will knock off that looks pretty good. A little bit more in that main beam. So, not bad. Looks like velvet. And of course, with the video, it's really hard to tell exactly what it looks like. It looks a lot better in person than it does probably on the camera. But hopefully, maybe tomorrow, once it dries, I get a good video I get it in the sunlight, and you can see, hopefully see how good it looks. So get this cleaned up, and then we'll do the other side. Put the fiber tack now on the other antler. I'm losing little pieces of fiber everywhere, but sorry if I'm missing it to get in the frame of the camera. Trying. Well, crap. Might be helpful just to take this and put it on like a piece of cardboard and brush it, get some on your brush and brush it on, rather than trying to put it directly onto the antler. Turn it around here. So if anybody is wondering, my taxidermy shop is called Foul Mouth Taxidermy, and it's my YouTube page is a spinoff of it, of course, which is Foul Mouth Outdoors. Mainly because I'm wanting to cover a little bit more things than just taxidermy, to try to reach, you know, as many people as possible. Hopefully in the future you'll see some videos about some land management strategies. As my full-time job, I manage a hunting property for an individual. So basically what it, hopefully in the future it'll be, is teach you how to grow wildlife, how to, you know, teach you about the guns to hunt with, and then teach you how to mount them for yourself if you so do choose. Like I said, my page is very new. Anybody that would like to see stuff in the future, please hit that subscribe button and the notification so you get notified every time I drop a new video. I would appreciate it very, very much. But anyway, so my taxidermy business, I don't do deer. I don't do anything with fur. The only reason I agreed and took this particular job was to give me an excuse to get the Static King so I could use it for my turkey habitats. I started out doing just mainly ducks, and then gravitated towards I'm probably going to be just focused on turkeys from here on out. I don't really have the time to do ducks and turkeys, so I'm just gonna, I still do a few ducks a year, but it's a very, 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 very low number, and it's got to be a pretty special duck for somebody. Like I said, there are just a couple of upcoming videos will be a flying turkey wing setup, and really kind of all aspects of it, from skinning to fleshing, which I think I've already done. I've recorded a skinning video. That's a time lapse. As of right now, I don't think I'm gonna go real in depth into that. I might, if enough people ask for it in the future. I will probably, before around next turkey season, do a how to skin your turkey to bring back home for the taxidermist, which will be a very important video for people traveling turkey hunting this next spring. So I got this on here. Get this down, get my colors mixed back in my little static cup. So from what I'm seeing, that this Caribou dark mixture already has a bunch of the other colors mixed together. So I'm not going to mix the whitetail in it just yet. Oh, here we go. Just do those. What? Oh, nope. Did that wrong. Got to do the long ones first. Well, no, there's some long ones in here. Yeah, we'll be fine. Whenever I sweeped up the table for the last one, I had some long ones in there that it got mixed in. Don't bump things with it. Let's try it. Does it work better if I did this? I wonder. No, not really. Don't get your cord caught. Sorry, trying to find the optimum angle to do this. So yeah, so the closer that I'm holding it, the better it's standing up. This cord's gonna be annoying. And apparently if you block the bottom screen with fiber, it doesn't like to come out. So now it's doing way better. So holding it flat, it's actually kind of jumping out there on its own pretty well. I'm not having to actually shake it directly down. But you gotta be really careful when you're doing this and don't bump the bottom of what you've already done on the table. Because that stuff, as long as that glue isn't set, it will rub it right back off or knock it down flat. trying to think of a good story to tell you while we're doing this, and I'm not just sitting here not talking. I've never killed a deer in velvet, and I honestly don't know that I would want to shoot one in velvet, just because I know how much of a pain in the butt it is. Especially if it's a big deer, you can't get it scored without removing the velvet, even though I know you can do this to get it back on there. I'd just rather wait till they get hard horned. It's really hard to do this and not bump these horns on the table. And I know I keep using horns and not antlers, but ah, crap. Didn't do that bad. So trying to get the inside is really tough. Because I can't touch it with the cord. Let's see if I've got any missed spots. I see a few. I wonder if I can cramp. So apparently you've got to have this little static thing. It's trying to add a couple of these little long fibers to it. It does not work. Let's do this real quick. There we go. Got some of them long ones in there since I forgot to do it the first time. That's all I'm going to do for that for right now, and put the little small ones in there and clean up that mess. The 2mm. So I got it cleaned up. This is the 2mm, the final dark color for down in the fill in all the gaps. And it's got the same concept with this as anytime you're doing any type of habitat work, whether it be dirt bases, rock painting, or, you know, adding small details to habitat. You always start with the biggest product first. Like if you're going to do an artificial base and you want to add some rocks, a couple pieces of grass, maybe some pine straw, you always do all that stuff first. And then like your dirt matter last. So whenever you have your adhesive on your base, if you just use all the small stuff first, you won't have any glue left for your large items. So you always work backwards, large, medium to small. And that's kind of what we did here too with these. You know, we started with the 7mm fibers, went to the 4, and then finished with the 2. If we just covered the whole thing with the 2 to start with, there wouldn't be any glue left for the longer ones, because it's so small. It just covers up. It takes up all the room. Look and see. So they look pretty good. Still got some pieces falling off. Be sure to get the very, very end of those rounded. I don't know if you can see it on video, but that right there is why you do it on a clean surface. I don't know, can you see how much is coming out? Not all of that is landing on that horn, and it's all landing on, and you can actually see it coming back off. Let's see, I'll do it. I'll put it on thick here. See, what I don't use, it falls right back off. And when it does that, there should be no more adhesive left to stick it on there. Yep. I gotta reload. I've run out. Just a little bit more. So the only spot that's left is right here on the base of the antlers where the burr is. Just trying to get a little bit of glue left on that. So, and on the back side. Other than that, that should be it. Let this thing dry overnight. Come back tomorrow. Pull that tape and see how it looks. See if we can get this thing and turn this camera around. Try to get a little bit better video of what it looks like. Okay, so the horn's dried overnight. I took an air hose and blew all the little non-glued down pieces off of it. So turned out pretty good, I think. Get it straight. So this is a really easy way for guys to do it themselves at home. Like I said, just look up Static King on Amazon. I'm gonna try to post a link for it. And then The Scenes in Nature by Woodland is the company that makes those. Hopefully that will not be backwards in the video. But other than that, appreciate everybody for watching. The next taxidermy video is probably going to be a time lapse of me mounting a pheasant. Hopefully try to get a, like I said earlier, a turkey wing tutorial. So Thanks everybody for watching. See you next time.